What does it take to tame one of America's wildest rivers and create a modern marvel that changed the West forever? The Hoover Dam stands as a monumental achievement of engineering, ambition, and sheer human will. Built during the depths of the Great Depression, this colossal structure reshaped landscapes, economies, and lives. Join us as we explore the incredible story behind Hoover Dam, its origins, construction, challenges, and lasting legacy. The story of Hoover Dam begins long before the first concrete was poured. Around the turn of the 20th century, the Black Canyon, located on the Colorado River between Nevada and Arizona, emerged as a prime candidate for a massive dam. The American West was growing rapidly, facing unpredictable floods and severe droughts that devastated farms and settlements. Controlling the Colorado River's wild flow promised to protect lives, expand irrigation, and generate electricity for the region's burgeoning cities. By 1900, engineers and politicians had begun weighing options to harness the river's power, but the technology and political will were not yet in place. The idea simmered for decades, gaining momentum as the West's population swelled and demands for water and energy soared. In 1928, Congress finally authorized the project with the Boulder Canyon Project Act, setting the stage for the greatest public works effort of its time. Although the act referred to Boulder Canyon, the dam site was ultimately chosen at the narrower Black Canyon for its ideal geological features. A consortium called Six Companies, Inc. won the contract to build the dam, kicking off construction in early 1931. This group was a partnership of 6 major construction firms, pooling resources, expertise, and manpower. But they faced immense challenges from the start. The dam's design, a concrete arch-gravity structure, was unprecedented in scale and complexity. No one had ever attempted to pour such vast quantities of concrete into a canyon wall before, and many technical details had to be invented on the spot. The location itself was brutally unforgiving. Black Canyon's scorching summers often exceeded 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Workers endured extreme heat, dust storms, and dangerous terrain. There were no nearby towns, so Boulder City was built from scratch to house the thousands of laborers and their families. Despite these hardships, the workforce grew quickly, with tens of thousands of men employed at peak construction. To begin, the river had to be diverted. 4 enormous tunnels, 2 on each side of the canyon, were blasted through solid rock to reroute the Colorado River around the dam site. This diversion allowed the riverbed to be emptied and the foundation cleared for the dam. Excavation was a massive endeavor, removing over 1.5 million cubic yards of rock and sediment. Next came the concrete. Between 1931 and 1936, nearly 4.4 million cubic yards of concrete were poured, enough to pave a 2-lane highway from San Francisco to New York. The concrete had to cool slowly to prevent cracking, so it was poured in blocks with cooling pipes embedded inside to circulate cold water. This innovative technique was vital to the dam's structural integrity. The dam itself stands 726 feet tall and stretches 1,244 feet across the canyon. Its arch-gravity design leverages the natural strength of the canyon walls to hold back the immense pressure of the water. The concrete mass weighs over 6.6 million tons. At its base, the dam is 660 feet thick, tapering to 45 feet at the crest. Behind the dam, Lake Mead was formed, America's largest reservoir. It stores up to 28.9 million acre-feet of water, providing stability for irrigation, urban use, and flood control across 7 western states. The dam's hydroelectric power plant contains 17 main turbines with a capacity of over 2,000 megawatts. This electricity supplies millions of homes in Nevada, Arizona, and California, powering cities like Las Vegas and Los Angeles. The human cost of building Hoover Dam was significant. More than 100 lives were lost due to accidents, heat exhaustion, and illnesses. The harsh working conditions and dangerous tasks claimed many victims. Yet the project created thousands of jobs during the Great Depression, providing economic relief to struggling families. The dam was completed ahead of schedule, a full 2 years early, and was dedicated on September 30th, 1935, by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This event symbolized hope and progress during a time of national hardship. Although originally named Boulder Dam by the Roosevelt administration, Congress restored the name Hoover Dam in 1947, honoring President Herbert Hoover, who played a major role in promoting the project. Beyond its engineering feats, Hoover Dam has left a complex environmental legacy. The dam transformed the natural flow of the Colorado River, impacting ecosystems and native species. Before the dam, the river flooded annually, replenishing the Colorado River Delta's estuarine wetlands. After the dam's completion, the delta dried up as water was retained upstream, causing drastic habitat loss. Furthermore, the dam altered water temperature and flow, devastating populations of native fish. Species like the bony-tailed chub and humpback chub became endangered due to habitat changes. The Colorado River's natural ecology was forever altered, sparking ongoing debates about balancing human needs with environmental preservation. The naming of Hoover Dam itself was controversial. Initially called Boulder Dam by the Roosevelt administration, the name honored the nearby Boulder Canyon. Secretary of the Interior Harold Ickes insisted on this name, rejecting the earlier designation honoring Hoover. However, Congress had already used the name Hoover Dam in legislation, and many Americans continued using both names interchangeably. The dispute reflected political tensions of the era, with Hoover and Roosevelt representing opposing parties during the Great Depression. It wasn't until 1947 that Congress officially restored the name Hoover Dam, a decision met with some opposition, but one that has endured. Hoover Dam's engineering innovations earned it significant recognition. In 1981, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places, and in 1984, it was designated a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. The dam remains a symbol of human ingenuity, an icon of 20th century progress that continues to inspire engineers, historians, and millions of visitors annually. Today, Hoover Dam is not only a functioning power plant and water management hub, but also a major tourist destination. Around 7 million visitors come each year to marvel at its vast scale, learn about its history, and experience the breathtaking scenery of the Colorado River and Lake Mead. The dam's bypass bridge, opened in 2010, now carries U.S. Route 93 traffic, preserving the dam's structure for pedestrians and tours. In many ways, Hoover Dam represents the transformative power of human vision and determination. From taming a wild river to generating clean energy, to shaping the growth of the American Southwest, its impact is profound and lasting. Yet it also reminds us of the environmental trade-offs and human costs inherent in such grand undertakings. As water scarcity and climate challenges increase, the story of Hoover Dam offers valuable lessons on managing natural resources responsibly while pursuing innovation. It stands as a testament to what people can achieve together and what we must consider as we plan for the future. Hoover Dam's towering concrete walls hold more than water. They hold decades of history, struggle, and hope. This marvel of the modern age continues to shape the landscape, economy, and culture of the American West, an enduring symbol of ambition carved in stone and steel. The story of Hoover Dam is one of vision turned into reality. It's a story of overcoming adversity and forging progress in the face of immense challenges. As we look to the future, the lessons and legacy of Hoover Dam remain as relevant as ever. Its walls may be concrete, but its story flows endlessly, like the river it tames.